Coach Jay here. Wanted to talk to you guys about 4 things that you can do to sleep better with peripheral neuropathy. I know that it's a painful sensation of pins and needles going through your feet, your legs, maybe it's even in your fingertips. 4 things that you can do to help with the general sensations that you are feeling. But what we want to do is work on the long-term care, the long-term solution to getting more rest with this awful condition. 4 things we're going to be covering are your sleep schedule, the importance of hydration, some movement practices that you can do, and some breathing techniques that you can use in order to down regulate, get into a more restful position, and hopefully sleep through the night pain-free. Let's get into it. Okay, so number 1 is going to be our sleep schedule. What we want to aim for is going to bed and waking up between a 30-minute window, the same Monday through Sunday. So if we're going to bed at 9 o'clock or 9:30, we want to make sure that we can maintain that throughout the week. If we have nights that we're going to bed at 9 and nights that we're going to bed at 11, equally if we have mornings that we're waking up at 4 or we're waking up at 7, it's going to cause a disruption to our circadian rhythm, and it makes it harder for us to continue falling asleep at the same time each day of the week. It's almost like we're creating our own type of jet lag when we have these irregularities in our sleep schedule. Another way to promote good sleep patterns is going to be reducing the amount of food or stopping eating 2 hours before bedtime. Right? That might be different for everyone, but it's a general rule of thumb. As the sun goes down, that we stop our eating, and we start to become to a more restful position. Equally, we can use this same concept in our drinking behaviors, and so we want to reduce or completely stop drinking our liquids 1 to 2 hours before bedtime. Again, this is going to cause us to digest what we have in our system, preventing us from having that sensation of waking up and going to the bathroom in the middle of the night, which can be disruptive and just kind of throw off our sleeping patterns. And we'll add one more thing in there, which is light sources. The device that you're looking at on this video, the television, we'd like to reduce our exposure to that 30 minutes to an hour before bed. I know this can be a difficult thing to start to navigate, but we're going to be giving you guys some tips later on in this video that you can fill that half-hour time before bed with something that's going to be more productive to our overall health and promoting better sleep. And our second tip is going to be hydration. Now we want to look at the long-term approach to this, which is going to be maintaining good hydration throughout the day. For some of you guys that are experiencing symptoms early in the morning when you wake up, or at the end of the day, it can be a cause of low circulation or even low hydration. And so what we want to do is promote that by having or drinking half of our body weight in ounces of water per day. And so if I weigh 200 pounds, half my body weight would be 100. If we use that in ounces, it's 100 ounces. That's roughly under a gallon of water a day, and that's for me. How you can promote yourself to drink more water throughout the day is drink water first thing. We like to call it the morning margarita, where we have some water, some salt, and a little bit of lime juice to promote gut health, stimulate hydration first thing in the morning. Another way to promote better sleep and higher energy levels throughout the day is to delay your caffeine intake. That's why we recommend drinking your water first thing. If you can push back your coffee drinking or your tea drinking just a few hours, you'll notice that there's going to be less of a spike in your energy and less of a crash in the afternoons. Also, if we can limit the amount of caffeine in our system, it's going to help us get to a more restful state later on in the night. So drink that morning margarita. The third tip for getting better sleep with peripheral neuropathy is going to be into our movement practice. We can start lightly with a massage gun or a self-massage, working into our calves, our legs, into our feet, hands, and forearms. If you have a partner, get them involved. It's a way to promote some touch. Just some good connection is great for your heart and your soul. I like to show two other movements. One's gonna be a slapping technique. The other one's just gonna be moving your body through a fuller range of motion. What I'd like you guys to do is try this 30 minutes before you go to bed. You can make this movement a quick one, 5 to 10 minutes, or you can spend some time really getting in touch with your body and waking up all the little nerve endings in a healthier way. So we'll start with slapping. Take both your hands, working yourself from your toes all the way up to your head. You're gonna give yourself a gentle pat, outside of the legs, inside of the legs, all the way through your hip. Give yourself your butt, nice little tap, your belly, your chest. Work yourself down your arms and up your arms. And when you're done, you can feel this resting sensation. It's almost as your body's feeling the good kind of tingles. We can give ourselves a little bounce. Promote some circulation and getting some of that lymph that's been stored up in our body, get that moving around. Again, promoting some good health. From there, we can start moving into a basic movement practice, working from our toes through our ankles, our knees, our hips, our core, our shoulders, and the rest of our body. So we can start by just gripping the ground, splaying our toes, and then curling them under and grabbing the ground. You can hold on to a wall or a chair. You're also welcome to do this in bed if you like. And we can circle our ankles. We can start to swing our knees here. And if we can, let's start to march. If you've been sitting all day, this is a muscle that tends to get weaker over time because we're bent and we're turned off here. And we like to stretch that bad boy out and also just promote some blood flow through the hips. And what we want to do is try to increase the amount of connection that we have from our upper body to our lower body to promote some good nerve health. As we go into more of a forward fold, I want to incorporate my hands a little bit more. And I want to run them down my legs and then up my legs. Down my legs and up my legs. Really trying to become aware of all parts of our body, not just where we're experiencing some of these more extreme sensations. Now, getting up into the chest, the core, and our arms. Again, I'd like to incorporate my hands by letting them run up my arm as I stretch back, run down my arm, and then reverse it to the other side. Give yourself a nice little twist. Again, connecting with our body, connecting with our base. Enjoy this. Again, working through each joint in the body just to give it some movement, shake out any rust that's been built up through the day, anything that's been stagnant. We just want to wake up and shake out. That's going to be the practice that we have. So you can take anywhere between 5 minutes and 30 minutes, but this is just a good way to tap into your body in a gentle way before we get to a restful night's sleep. Tip number 4 for sleeping better with peripheral neuropathy is going to be connecting to our breath. Let's practice together by breathing in through your nose, a long slow exhale out through your mouth. So much of our attention is caught up here in the top of our lungs, with many of us only breathing in with 10 to 20% of our lung capacity. We want to breathe through that down into our belly. So breathe in through your nose, into your belly, and out. Like you're filling up a balloon that's trapped in your belly. And releasing that tension for as long as you can. Letting your body relax little by little every time that you breathe out. The longer that we can exhale, the deeper that we can get into a state of relaxation and rest. Making this vitally important to do as we're getting into bed or as we're starting to prepare ourselves for sleep. The technique that I'm going to give you is going to be a counting technique. We're counting from 1 all the way up to 10, and then we're going to allow ourselves to release. You might find that some of your sensations have dwindled. You might find that your mind is racing less. And hopefully we're getting to a point where we are completely relaxed and we are able to drift off into a nice peaceful sleep that we all hope for. So together, You can put your hands on your belly. We're going to focus on breathing through your nose. And as you breathe in, you're going to count to 1. On the way out, count to 2. In is 3. Out is 4. In is 5. And out is 6. As you breathe out on 10, let your body come to complete rest. Notice your body, notice your mind. Hopefully you come to a more rested position. You may need to repeat this 2 or 3 times, but every time you're going to get a little bit better, a little bit more relaxed. And this hopefully is going to be a practice that you can take with you everywhere you go. And those are the 4 tips for better sleep with peripheral neuropathy. Remember, what we're looking for is to connect with the long-term solutions to the underlying causes for these horrible symptoms that we face with peripheral neuropathy. Remember to get on a sleep schedule so you can stay regular and tap into a better circadian rhythm. Start your morning with hydration, that morning margarita with some salt and some lime juice. Ending your day with a light movement routine to shake out any of the stuckness that your body might be experiencing. Connecting with that breath is going to help us power down, have a more restful night's sleep, stay asleep longer, and wake up feeling more refreshed. Thank you for watching, and if you've liked this video, make sure you hit the like button. If this was helpful and you want to learn more, make sure you press the subscribe button and hit that bell for some notifications when we produce more content. It would mean the world to us if you could help by adding a comment to the bottom of this video. And in the description below, you'll find a link to a questionnaire. We want to learn more about what people are going through so we can help with the underlying causes and also to provide some relief for some of the symptoms that you guys are experiencing. You have a great rest of your day, and I hope to see you back.